Okay, hello, I'm back. Y'all may get tired of me. Okay, I have crafted some things that I want to show y'all. So, I crafted these yesterday, but I started kind of late in the evening, and of course it went into late in the night, because I was Skyping with the other Stooges again. Alright, and we had fun. So, the craft I did was painting. Again, mixed media. Okay, so, I started out, hang on y'all, there's something in my eye. I am so sorry. Okay. So I started out with these two little bitty square canvases that I have. So here's the canvases, okay? And then this is what I done. So this is one. Remember, it's mixed media, paints, it's all different kind of colors, and y'all seen that video where Donna and Angela was giving me a mixed media with paints lesson on Skype? Well, it's the different colors, you just kind of splotch on there, and then you use different things like circle, like caps to bottles to get a circle, and you just dip it in your paint and put it on there to make a circle, and all this kind of half circles and stuff. So actually you can't really tell it, because that's the point, you cover things up over things. But that purple circle half going that way was one of those that I did on there. I did it on every corner. Here's another one, and then you use stencils to put paints in. That's what do it on this one. This one looks better. The yellow flower leaves things here, that was a stencil. Same as there. The little white curly Q thing was a stencil on it there. And just different stuff like that. So I did that. And they have easels that come with them. So I painted the easels. I just painted the easels solid white. So, they do like this. You set the little paintings on the easel and set it up. Alright, so there's those two. So I started out with those. And when I done these, oh, and by the way, I didn't really bother with painting the whole of the edges, but I did let some paint get on them. See? So, like that. But as I started out with these small ones, I poured out my paints in my palette, and I poured, I guess, too much, so that when I was finished with these, I still had a lot of paint left, and I didn't want to waste my paint, so I just had to keep doing mixed media to use that paint up so I wouldn't waste it. So I got some things out to do mixed media with. So the next session I did was, if y'all will remember back the video that I showed what I made Elizabeth for her birthday with the books. It was a box where it, you know, the front of it and the sides of it looks like it's books sitting in a shelf, but it's actually a box. Albert built the box, and it's behind there for you to put things in, and it hides it behind the book covers. So I tore, you know, the covers off of books, right? Well, of course I didn't use them all, so I still have plenty of book covers. And I can use these book covers to be covers and put pages in of a junk journal of sorts. So I I wanted to decorate the inside of these book covers, and so I decided to use them for mixed media. So this is what I done. First off, and on these, I did not worry about covering the whole page with paint. Now I did start off with, I put white all over it. White paint. That's called prepping it. That was in place of gesso. Now the first time I did mix me, because they said mix some glue with white paint and stir it up, and that's basically gesso. And usually painters use gesso first, and they paint the whole surface of their canvas or whatever they're going to paint on first, and then they just cover over that with everything else. So that's what I was doing. But you'll notice I didn't cover, like, I don't know how to explain it, so I'm just going to show you. The top part, which is part of the blue of the book, you know, I just did the white paper part. And I did get some on it, as you can see, but I didn't bother with trying to cover all of that up, you know. Okay, so then you just splash your paints on there. So I used my paints, blue, pink, and yellow, and then to splash paints on there. Then I only had a little bit of purple in my bottle. Well, it actually ended up spreading out more than what I thought it would, but anyway. So I used some stencils. So this is one page, and I did a purple leaf vine stencil here. I got a purple flower stencil there in the middle. I've got a yellow curved leaf vine there, and then you can't really tell it, but there's a pink one there. At the bottom there's a little flower here and a square flower here, and I framed them in white dots with the back of the opposite end of a paintbrush, you know, dipping it in the paint and just dot, 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 dot. So I did that one. Alright, this one is similar, except for I did these blue, and there's the purple, there's the pink and yellow, and there's the purple. Okay, now this one's different in a way, and still kind of the same in a way. What's different is I had a fence stencil, so I did a fence in the middle, and then I did the pink and the yellow flower with the stem like it was growing up behind or in front of the fence, you know, and standing up over it. Then I have, you know, this is the yellow vine here, but I didn't put one over here because this flower, see, it's not centered right in the middle, as you can see, so it's kind of almost no room over here. And then I did the two pink squared flower frames and framed it in white dots. Got the purple vine going across there. So that's that one. So that is those three. That's the second session. So when I finished those, I still had more paint. Had to use up. So I got out 3 more of those books. And this is why I said my purple paint went further than what I really thought it would. So what I started to do with this one, I did the white paint over it first to prep it, and then I framed it out in my purple paint, you know, not trying to get even, as you can see here, you know, I just slapped it on there. Then in the middle I did my pink and yellow and blue paints, just sloshing it in. Then I took a piece of bubble wrap and I painted white paint on it, and I stamped that on there, so that's the bubbles from the bubble wrap, those white dots in the middle. And then I took that cup, and I have like a burgundy paint, one of the paints Albert gave me. Albert gave me burgundy, white, and black, I think, yeah. And so I did that, and I got the circles, and I just kind of overlapped them all in there. Then I took the opposite end of a paintbrush again in the white, and did all the dots around on the purple frame. And I did this setup. Yeah, they look different because every painting looks different. But I did all three of these the same. So there is If My Life Was Quitting. So there's them two. And as you can see, they may not be like these circles are darker. These kind of fade out at the bottom. They may not be the same amount of circles in there as, you know, on all of them. And there's that one. So that is my mixed media paints that I did last night while Skyping with the other stooges. Alright! That's all I have for you for right now. I am out of here until next time. I'm done. I'm gone. Toodaloo.